Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to the new diesel Audi S4. But this film's not about this diesel Audi S4. There will be a film coming to the channel about this car very, very soon. This film is all about Alfa Romeo, because I am on my way to Farnborough to get a charter flight to Bari in Italy for the launch of the new, refreshed Stelvio and Giulia. And I can't wait to see what Alfa have done to those two cars. Two of my favourite cars to drive. So, next stop, Farnborough. We might meet a few people, you know, when we get there. Well, I've arrived at Farnborough International Airport. This is a private charter airfield, so it's normally lots of private jets. But I parked the S4 up just there, and that Giulia Quadrifoglio, well, that's Mr. Steph, ABTV. Yes, my partner in crime is coming on this trip as well. So let's head on inside. I've never flown out of Farnborough International Airport before. I'm very intrigued to find out what kind of plane we're going to be on. I know it's going to be very small. But let's go and find everybody else. It should be a good trip. What's a bit shabby?
Hello, sir. Hello.
So,
welcome to a not so sunny Italy.
I know. Where's the sun gone?
I know.
So we are in Puglia, in
Italia.
Italy.
Yes.
Bari. And so this is the new. Turn that off.
Your indicator's on. It's the indicator, P. You know the thing that you turn left and right.
High five.
High five. Very nice. I like. Well done.
Yeah, should we start again?
Let's start again. Let's go for it. Cool.
So we are currently in the new facelift Giulia Veloce.
Indeed.
Alfa Romeo Giulia Veloce.
Yep.
And there are quite a few new things in here. From the outside, the car doesn't look that different.
Except
for the stunning colour.
This super cool colour. It's like an ochre yellow kind of
it's
thing.
absolutely beautiful. And I know, because the light is terrible today,
Yeah.
it's just not going to do justice. It's one of the most beautiful car colours I've seen for a long time. So outside wise, there are a few styling tweaks, but inside the car is where lots and lots of changes take place. And first things first, you would probably have to be a really experienced an Alfa to really notice some of the differences.
Yeah, I think so. I think to the common eye,
Yeah.
people will just say, oh, that's nice.
There was quite a nice interior. So basically there are kind of four things that are different in here. First one is the main infotainment system, the human machine interface, I noticed from the press release.
Indeed.
Is different. It's now touch screen and it's way, way better.
It is.
What I love about it is the ability to create your own widgets, a bit like your kind of home screen on your smartphone.
Yeah, and I think it's also really, there's a car that's coming straight for us.
Yes.
Wow, heroic.
Yes.
Only in Italy.
Only in
anyway,
Italy.
the other thing I think is really important to note is the fact that it's touchscreen is great.
Yeah.
However, you've also kept the wheel as well, which I think is brilliant.
When you're static and you want to do stuff quickly, touch screen. When you're driving along, jog wheel.
Yeah.
Genius. But what I do like is, and I mentioned this when I drove the Giulia for the first time, is the way that screen kind of melds into the dash.
Yeah.
and is integrated in the dash. It looks so much nicer than just one of those big iPads that's stuck on the screen like you see in so many manufacturers these days.
Yeah, you can see they thought about it during the design element.
Very
nice.
nice.
We're going to fit that in there as well.
Other thing, we've got a new screen in the middle of the dials. My only comment about that, when I read the press release and they said they got this new TFT screen in the main instrument binnacle, I really did get excited because I thought the whole thing would be the kind of virtual cockpit type thing. But they've kept the 2 analog rev counter and odometer, and then just the central screen has some new screens for all the different modes in the car.
Yeah.
Because the other thing this car has, which is very cool, is it's now set up for level 2 autonomous driving.
Yeah.
And that's the bit we're going to have a play with. So, format of this video, by the way, we are driving from the airport where we landed in Bari about 2 hours along the coast here in Puglia, and unfortunately it's horrible weather, but it's going to be, we've got some beautiful towns to go through and stuff.
Yeah.
And we're in the Giulia today, and then tomorrow we're going to do a slightly different route, but in the Stelvio, which has again an interior refresh, but all the same features.
Yeah.
And we'll put them through the test, because the autonomous driving thing, it basically has 2 modes. It has a traffic jam mode and it has a highway mode that allows you to fundamentally drive the car. It's a hands-on feature, but it kind of does everything for you. It's got lane assist, blind spot assist, adaptive cruise control.
Yeah.
It's just
lazy
man's
really
driving, really, isn't it? So we'll be testing that. And then the other thing, we've got the new center console with, it's got a really nice new gear lever, gear selector. I quite like that. What I like is, I was driving a car recently that had no gear stick in the middle, and I kept going down like that and kind of looking for somewhere to rest my hand on. I quite like that.
The other thing they've managed to do with the new centre console as well is add more space. So, for example, where before this was just a big kind of slab here, they've relocated the kind of the parking brake and added you a bit of coin storage here, more storage for your bottle. Also in here, we've got wireless phone charging and additional space to store your phone.
My iPhone is charging as we speak.
Yeah. So I think it looks a lot nicer. Yeah. I think it looks a lot nicer.
And then the other thing is they've got a new range of models, a new model lineup. So we are in the top spec in terms of engine anyway, 280 brake Veloce. The Quadrifoglio, which I know is the one we're all waiting for, that will be announced and come next year.
Yeah, I believe Geneva time will start to hear about
that's going to be properly mega.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll make sure
we'll make sure
we're there to give you that video.
So I'm going to crack on with some driving. So I reckon I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the central HMI, human machine interface.
Go for it.
As well as the new 7-inch TFT screen at the heart of the instrument cluster, the central 8.8-inch display gets a major upgrade. It's now touchscreen with a new layout based on customizable widgets, meaning you can customize your home screen like you would do on your smartphone. Widgets can be reordered using simple drag and drop, with a range of customization features available. The rotary jog wheel has been kept to give a choice of control.
Okay, good morning everybody. So the light faded on us last night and we couldn't get any of the shots we wanted. So the car we were driving yesterday is behind me in the ochre colour, this new colour palette from Alfa Romeo, and it's just a very, very beautiful colour. And then the plan today is we're going to be driving the Stelvio back to the airport, and we're going to try out some of the autonomous driving features and the infotainment system, which are very, very similar in both cars, so we're not going to miss out too much there. But if we come around the back, just to try and give you some different shots of the car. So this new My 2020, there's not really a huge amount of difference on the outside of the car, apart from the new colour palettes and also the different model trim levels. So the outside isn't a massive difference, it's all about what happens on the inside. Well, we've picked up our key for today's test drive. So today we are in the Stelvio. We've chosen to take another Veloce. This is the diesel Stelvio Veloce, but I think you'll agree that in that colour, this car just looks absolutely beautiful. So again, the same with the Giulia. The external changes to this car aren't actually that great. It's mainly about the internal infotainment system, autonomous driving features. There are a few minor changes on the outside of the car. The colour palette changes are one of those. But I've always had a big thing for the Stelvio anyway. Clearly the Quadrifoglio Stelvio is just amazing.
but this isn't too bad either. So we're going to jump in this car, and one of the things I want to do now is go and try out this autonomous driving feature on the Autostrada here in Italy.
So,
back.
Stelvio Veloce.
Stelvio Veloce.
So the next thing, I need to basically have a go at this autonomous driving malarkey, I think.
Yeah,
So-
because you didn't have a go yesterday.
I kind of didn't know, and I watched you do it. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying out this traffic jam thing. Oh,
Yeah.
this is going to be interesting. No, I don't know.
Oh, no,
I'm
you'd be brave.
definitely not going to go.
You'd be brave to do that, my friend. Woo!
Let's put it back.
Yeah.
Woo there.
Yeah.
Um, So yeah, so traffic jam. So I've set it to the speed limit.
Yeah.
What it does is it kind of works out whether it can go into autonomous mode. You get these green bars either side of your little picture there.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do that all the time. So it's not like you can use it. So, oh, here we go. I'm on green. So I'm
There you
now
are.
in traffic mode.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a straight bit of road, which doesn't help. But it would, if I was to veer out of lane, especially if there's an articulated lorry coming the other way,
Yeah.
it just basically actively steers me back in.
Yeah.
It works
There
really
you go.
well.
This is a good example.
Really
Look,
interested
look
to
at
see
this,
if it's
look
going
at
to spot this.
Oh my god! Oh my!
Yeah.
Oh, it did? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Bit late.
I was shadowing the brake so much then, it's unbelievable.
Okay, so it did. So that's really interesting, though, isn't it? So it did pick it up. Granted, as well, that car pulled in quite late.
Yeah.
But
I did bottle it and help it with the braking.
yeah, well, you go. You're going to do it again now.
Yeah. Now I would use that in a traffic jam.
Yes.
I wouldn't use it in a town. For me, there's far too many things happening. That guy nearly pulled out.
Yeah.
There's lots of stuff happening around.
Yeah.
And for me as a driver, I want to be in control of that.
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable having the car do it, even though it can do it.
Yeah.
For me, that traffic jam mode is not one I would use in a built-up area. If I was creeping in traffic, great.
Yes, different story.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just think there's too many things
Yep.
that you, as a driver, should be doing.
Yeah.
I think things like the preset, it's going to help you out. If you don't see someone pull out, it's going to
Yeah.
go, whoa, hold on a minute.
Absolutely.
But I want to be doing most of that myself.
I guess they do what they say on the tin. If you are in a traffic jam, you put it in traffic jam mode,
Yeah.
and it will make a traffic jam less aggravating for you because you don't have to worry about the start stop. It'll do it itself. But like you said, right now there's too much stuff coming out from all angles that I don't know.
But that said, it is autonomous level driving too,
Yeah.
which means you still have to be in control. It's just helping you out. So
Yeah.
the bit that is good is you can set it to the speed limit. It has speed sign recognition, so
Yeah.
you know you're not going to speed through a built-up area.
Yes.
That's really good.
That is good.
And the rest of it's kind of helping you out. So it's not like you would drive it and completely ignore everything else. But just for me, I'd rather do it myself.
Yeah.
So the next thing we need to do is try that out on the Autostrada in the kind of highway mode.
Yeah.
Which is probably the one. It's like adaptive cruise control on steroids.
Right. So we're on.
We are on the Autostrada.
We're on the Autostrada, and now we can actually give the highway level 2 autonomous drive a go.
Let's give it a go. So it's a 130 mile or 130 mile an hour limit.
well,
130 kilometre limit.
Yeah.
So I've set to 130.
Yeah.
I've got my green lights.
Yeah.
I am now in autonomous mode. So
we've got a turn
and
coming
we've got
up.
a turn coming up. Shall we
This will
be brave?
interesting, Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll do it.
So it is a hands-on feature.
Yeah.
Because it's still level 2, but I'm not going to basically put any input into this steering.
Yeah. There you go.
And it is.
It is, isn't it?
I'm not doing anything there.
Yeah.
It's just taking us around very nicely. Now, I've driven a couple of cars with this before, and sometimes you go around a corner almost like a 50 pence piece. It kind of does that.
Yeah.
It's just going around really nice and
very
gently.
smooth.
Quite impressive, that. You still have to focus, but it's just a bit more relaxing. So
Yeah.
I'm now gonna.
So I was going to say, how confident are you in it right now?
I am now
Then
because.
look at me, and hold it through this corner. We did it!
Like, no, there's a truck coming. There's a truck coming.
No, but it did it. It just took
did.
it. There you go.
So if we come up behind this truck, the adaptive cruise should
Slow you down,
slow me down.
which it is.
I am coming down now. So
Yeah.
128. Speed sign or speed sign recognition. It's recognised those. That's now 90.
Yeah, it has recognised
That's
that.
quite cool.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that-
and it's slowing us down
And
as well.
this is a 60. Is it going to spot this 60?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, it has.
I'm quite impressed with that.
Yeah,
because they were temporary signs on the
They
side of
were.
the road.
So-
Here's a 40. Is it going to recognise this sign to go down to 40? Because this is just a temporary sign on the side of the road.
We're also about to move to the other side of the road.
And it has.
Yeah. And it's slowing down.
Yeah.
No, I'm impressed
The
with
speed
that.
sign recognition, particularly impressive.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I'm a kind of bit of a techie geek, and the computing that the car has to do to work out a camera has spotted a sign in all of the clutter that it sees, recognises it's a speed sign, reads the speed, and then I think that's really
good.
bloody clever.
I think it is. I agree.
So, autonomous driving.
Tick.
I'm still not confident just to sit here and just talk to you like that without looking at the front window.
All right, you keep looking at me and let's see, and I'll be guiding, because right now we are veering around a left-hander. You're still good.
And I've got a truck in front.
And you've got a truck in front. You're looking at me, and it's doing it, and it's comfortable, with ease. There's a nice cone coming closer. No, you're right. Yeah,
but you're not going to sit here and read a book or do some editing.
No,
You've still got to drive. I'm still driving a car.
Yeah, we're not there yet. I mean, the day that we can sit down and edit a video whilst driving, it's going to be incredible, mate. We'll have so much time back.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
We have arrived back at originating hotel.
Where we started,
I know.
indeed.
Mate, super impressed.
Very cool car.
Still love that colour. But yeah, I know a very different video for me, because my films are normally about the driving feel and all that kind of stuff. And this is very much about the infotainment system and that autonomous driving. But that hopefully we've brought that across, and it's been of interest.
And it's worked well.
Yeah, it's good.
So,
it's really good.
Yeah, really impressive.
But yeah.
Lovely colour.
But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And I need to say a huge thank you to Alfa Romeo UK. Always very special to come on these trips. Big thank you to Mr. Steph ABTV. Make sure you pop over to Steph's channel and subscribe if you haven't done so already, although many of your followers follow me and vice versa.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, guys.
But yeah, massive thank you to Alfa Romeo. But I hope you enjoyed that one. If you have done so, please give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol for plenty more content to come. We're off to get our private charter back to Farnborough, and it looks like someone's about to take our car, so we need to get our bags out the back of the car. And I'll see you on the next film, guys. You take care. Drive safe.